British Virgin Islands. This sustainable costume pays homage to the humble crocus bag. In the British Virgin Islands, crocus bags were once used to carry goods. She herself carries traces of her heritage from across 4 continents: Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. Thanks to some creativity, a recycled, discarded sack was fashioned into this wonderful garment. For a fashion hack, try a burlap sack like British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria. Here we have a colorful Bulgarian folk costume, complemented by ornaments. The skillful and intricate workmanship is seen as a sign of social status. A crown of flowers complements the traditional look. A fitting costume for a Miss Bulgaria whose My Heritage DNA results show strong Balkan and East European lineage. Tonight she shows traditional clothes. Bulgaria.
Cambodia. This costume was inspired by Lakhon Khal, a traditional mask used during theater performances in the Kingdom of Cambodia. The mask is believed to date back to the 10th century. It's no easy task to dress up in a mask like Cambodia.
costume is made of native materials and showcases the Queen Lioness. Bedazzled with thousands of Swarovski crystals, it features two drums that symbolize over 200 ethnic groups. If you like to dress like a royal lioness, see Cameroon!
Here we have the Mountie, a costume paying tribute to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Canada's National Police Force represents safety and security, and this modern look was created using silk, lace, and Swarovski crystals. She'll be sure to keep us secure, Canada.
Cayman Islands. This costume was inspired by her country's national flower, the wild banana orchid. It is found only in the Caymans and grows on all three islands in April and May. It's quite unique, just like this contestant, whose ancestry traces back to the British Isles and Eastern Europe. When her flowers in bloom, she lights up the room. Cayman Island.
This look was inspired by the Palomitas from La Ligua, a group of women dressed in white who bake cakes and wave handkerchiefs to potential buyers in passing cars. It pays tribute to enterprising Chilean women. And Miss Chile Universe is an excellent representative of Chilean women. Her MyHeritage DNA results show her roots in Chile go back generations. No one's cranky when she waves her hanky. Chile!
modified version of a handful. The peony is the national flower of China, and you'll see them featured on the sleeve of this traditional clothing. On the front, you'll notice a pattern of clouds and cranes. Striking a pose in traditional clothes, it's China.
is a land of fantasy, with world-class coffee and majestic landscapes. Exalting the beauty of the fictional town of Macondo, this design frames the beauty of the well-known yellow butterflies that are symbols of fantasy and fortune. Emerging from her cocoon to make us all swoon, it's Colombia.
Costa Rica. This look was inspired by the blue morpho butterfly that lives in the undergrowth of Costa Rica. It represents the beauty of Costa Rican women, their bravery and courage to rise above any obstacle. Yes, it's true. This butterfly flew. Costa Rica.
Croatia. This costume was handmade in Dubrovnik and represents the natural beauty of the area. It consists of three components: the Adriatic Sea, the islands surrounding the area, and a cravat, a cloth tie that originates from Croatia. It's her duty to show her country's beauty, Croatia.
In the last 30 years, 50% of all coral reefs have disappeared. This national costume represents the beauty of Curacao Sea life through the burning red fire coral. It promotes awareness of the vulnerability due to global warming. This universality of her message is reflected in her diverse origins from all over Africa, Europe, and Central and South America. Saving coral reefs aligns with her beliefs. Curacao.
Czech Republic. As a supporter of women's rights, this contestant's costume screams, "I'm one voice, but together we can roar." It shows what it means to have the heart of a lion, which is the spirit of the Czech people. Perhaps it's also a nod to her English heritage, because her DNA shows she's 20% English. If you're trying to meet the perfect lion, see Czech Republic.
recycled red coat, covered with over 2,000 stones and reused gold tassels made from glue. The tall hat is made with fake fur and has a braided gold sheen piece. Recycling is not hard for this royal guard. Denmark.
Okay, now we have Czech Republic. This looks more like a lion. All right, as a supporter of women's rights, this contestant's costume screams, "I'm one voice, but together we can roar." It shows what it means to have the heart of a lion, which is the spirit of the Czech people. Perhaps it's also a nod to her English heritage because her DNA shows she's 20% English. If you're trying to meet the perfect lion, see Czech Republic. I think it was better the second time. What do you think?
I think so. Good job, Nick.
Dominican Republic. The sun reigns supreme in the Dominican Republic. It has always been a source of inspiration, art, and industry. The dress was inspired by the golden color of the sun and encourages the world to consider solar energy as an alternative fuel and electricity. It's quite fun to worship the sun like Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. Behold Pachamama, the goddess of fertility. This design was handcrafted without any bird feathers to support the fight against animal abuse. Pachamama is revered by the indigenous peoples of the Andes. With a feather bodice, she's a fertility goddess. Ecuador.
El Salvador. This costume was inspired by a Salvadoran monument representing a peaceful era that has become a meeting point for anti-violence marches. The hands and candles pay tribute to the country's numerous femicides. May the violence cease so she's at peace. El Salvador.
African fabric worn by her ancestors. This costume highlights the cultural identity of Equatorial Guinea in a modern way and represents empowered women of the Bantu tribe. The sweet's colors represent those on her country's flag. These contestants vowed to make her ancestors proud. Equatorial Guinea.
The idea for this look came from a drawing this contestant made when she was 12. In the illustration, the sun is eating a melting globe, which is on top of an ice cream cone. It's a clever interpretation of how climate change is affecting the world, especially Finland, where her family has lived for generations. Our minds were blown by this ice cream cone, Finland.
Costume pays tribute to entertainer Josephine Baker. She was an activist and feminist who fought for equality between men and women. She was also Jewish and had a real message of peace. This costume does make her look like Josephine Baker. France.
Germany. This costume is inspired by a country that loves, dreams, and believes. Decorated with thousands of Austrian and Czech Swarovski crystals, it features the imperial eagle taken from the German shield as a representation of strength. Adorned with an eagle, this queen sure looks regal. Germany.
symbolic of Ghana's national heritage. The green gown represents the country's natural vegetation. The headdress is from the Akan tribe, and the sleeves are made from fishing cast net. The ear cuffs denote prosperity. She can't hide her obvious pride in Ghana.
All right, just for kicks, we're going to bring out El Salvador one more time. This time without the mask. It was her task to remove that mask. El Salvador. Great Britain. Emma Rose is a true English rose. Although she loved discovering she's a bit Italian, her MyHeritage DNA results show her strong origins in Great Britain. This costume, shoulder, and headpiece reflect the three national flowers of Great Britain: daffodils for Wales, thistles for Scotland, and roses for England. Everyone knows she makes a great rose. Great Britain.
Greece. This national costume represents Athena, the daughter of Zeus in body armor. Athena was worshipped as the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, strategy, and war. The look comes complete with a shield and spear. You've got nothing to fear. She's got a shield and a spear. Greece.
peaceful relationship with Israel. Guatemala was the second country to officially recognize Israel, and 70 years later was the second to acknowledge Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Israel is fond of their shared bond with Guatemala.
Haiti. Haiti is known as the Pearl of the Antilles due to its natural beauty and biodiversity. The blue and red represent the colors of the Haitian flag, while rhinestones symbolize the gold once found on the island and the treasure that lies within its people. This Haitian girl is a true hidden pearl. Haiti!
Honduras. This multicolored costume represents a variety of things. The green stands for hope, the yellow wisdom, black is for mourning, blue for the goddess of the sea, red for the god of war and peace, and white for wise souls. Her multicultural origins stretch from South America to Finland and Africa to Asia, making this colorful costume the perfect fit. Each color brings different things to Honduras.
Hungary. Our Hungarian contestant is a singer and musician who clearly feels comfortable on stage. Here she is rocking her country's flag in a fashion-forward way because she has a lot of pride in her beautiful country. We don't mean to brag, but she's got a great flag. Hungary!
is known as the land of fire and ice, and an active volcano Costa Rica erupted in 2021. Over 20,000 registered earthquakes preceded the event, and more than 140 million cubic meters of lava have been spewed. This fiery and frigid island has been home to her ancestors for centuries, according to her MyHeritage DNA results. Made of fire and ice, and everything nice, it's Iceland.
India's national costume is a regal and royal visual representation of a woman. While it showcases the royal Indian queen, its mirror and umbrella elements are symbolic of the protective instinct of a woman. This womanly look has us all shook. India!
National costume represents a healthcare hero. Kat has worked in the nursing field since she was 17 and aims to pay homage to healthcare workers for their service during the pandemic. We're not averse to a wonderful nurse like Ireland. Let's give it up for those first 40 young women. Didn't they look amazing? All right, Andrea, we are halfway through the show. What do you think?
I think there is only one thing more impressive than these costumes. The delegates who are wearing them, they are bold, beautiful, and ambitious. Let's take a moment to discover what it is that empowers these incredible women.
Let's do it.
For me, empowerment is helping out each other. It's also like in the sense of building each other up.
Female leadership is that bridge that we are